Hello everyone, in this video we'll be discussing about Laravel seeders. Basically Laravel includes the ability to seed your database with data using seed class. By using of seeders, you can seed your database tables with fake data. So why we will be needing that? Basically sometime we have to test our application, so we need fake data, and seeder help us to generate fake data for us. So let's see how can we create seeders. Let's open our code editor, then let's open our terminal. Let's clean it up. So for creating seeder class, there is artisan command. The command is php artisan make seeder. Then you have to specify your seeder name. Let's say we will be making a seeder for our post table, right? So I will say it post seeder. Okay, so let's press enter. That gonna generate a post seeder for us, and you can see here is the path what it has created. Let's check out the path. Basically all the seeder class will go in one file that will be inside database, and you can see here is a seeders folder. So in here you can see we have post seeder, right? And in here you can see here is a method called run. All our logic will go in this method. Okay, for at the first time we will be calling our db facade. For that I will say db, and here you can see VS Code is giving us a suggestion. Let's click here, and if you noticed, it includes db facade for us, right? So let's so if you don't know what is db facade is, it's totally fine. We'll be working with db in our when we will work with database queries. For now, just do as I do. In db I will say colon, then we will call a method that is table. In table we have to pass our table name, so we are creating seeds for our post table, right? So it will be posts. Then we will chain another method that is insert. Okay, in insert we will pass a array, and in this array we will be define our values. Right now if I go to my database manager, from here you can see our field names, title, description, status, and if you want to get a better view you can go here, table. If you click here you can see they all field names. So first is title. Let's copy our title. At the array key we will be passing our field name, and then we will pass our value. Before adding value I will be adding another support. For that it will be str. It will be use illuminate support str. We will be using this str class for generating random text. In title I will call that str, then colon random. In random we will pass the limit, or you can say length. So let's say our title will be 20 character long. Then we have, I guess, description. Let's copy it. Then here we'll generate another random text, str random. Let's say it will be 200 characters long. Then we have status, then we have publish date and user ID, right? Let's go to our code editor. Let's first of all paste it, and our status will always 1, and then the publish date, it will be, let's say, date, and I will pass a string, the format ymd. Now we have to add user ID. Let's say the user ID will be 1. So don't need to worry because these all are fake data, so we can add anything we want. Just we have to be careful with data types. Like we previously we added status data types as a boolean, so we have to either use 0 or 1. If we add any kind of random text here, that will throw error when we run our next command. That's why I am putting here 1. Now in here our work is done. Now we will go to database seeder.php in seeders folder. In there we have to call this class. Okay, for that let's see. In here I will say this call, then we will call our class name. So our class name is post seeder colon class, right? Let's close it. Now let's go to our terminal. In here we will say php artisan db seed colon seed. Okay, php artisan db colon seed. Now enter, and you can see the seeder is running and it's showing done. That means it seeded some data in our database. Let's see. If we go to our post and refresh, then we will go to data in data tab, and you can see here is the entry. Like those are all random text, so it's showing like this. So we successfully add some data in our post field. So if you want to add another data, we can say again db seed, it will add another data, right? See, so suppose you need more data like 50, 100, 1000. So what you will do? Basically we can run a loop in our run method. In the post seeder we can just add a loop here. Let's say I will take a for loop. In for loop, let's say I will add a default variable I. The value is 1. I is less than is equals to, let's say I want to make 50 data, so 50, till then it will I plus plus. So we created a loop and we will put our logic in the loop. So this loop will run 50 times, right? Every time that loop will run, we will generate a data in here, right? So let's see, if I go to my database and refresh, you can see here is currently 2 data. Now if I go to my terminal and run php artisan db seed, and you can see it's done. Now I will refresh. Now you can see it generate a 50 data for me, right? So that's how you can create dummy datas. We will see how can we work with factories. Those are more efficient than seeders, but for knowledge we also learn how can we work with seeder also. So that's it for this video. See you at the next